dick, я shiny, пару лямов money. On my neck, gold money, rain капает на чек. You have so money, love dick, я shiny, пару лямов money. On my neck, gold money, rain капает на чек.
Is my name, домой, but there ain't no pain, no gain, иди нахуй, мам, эй, Второй is my name, ра-та-та, бэнг-бэнг, заряжаю, бля, моя baby, mom, эй, Второй is my name, домой, but there ain't no pain, no gain, иди нахуй, мам, эй, Второй is my name, ра-та-та, бэнг-бэнг, заряжаю, бля, моя baby, mom, эй, Красав, снимай трусы, ей, слышь, мой рот, моя бами-ями, твоя бами с хуями, единица и нули, зови меня моей кармане. Иду за баблом, сарая до хором, в деревне как барон, я иду за баблом. Eminem and J. Cole, my first name rock.
DNA is an organic substance found in person cells, which contains his or her genetic code. Except for identical twins, each person's DNA profile is distinct and unique. When a crime is committed, materials is collected from the scene of the crime or from the victim's body for the suspect's DNA. This is the evidence sample. The evidence sample is then matched with the reference sample taken from the suspect and the victim. The purpose of DNA testing is to ascertain whether an association exists between the evidence sample and the reference sample. The test may yield 3 positive results. The samples are different and therefore must have originated from different sources. That is exclusion. This conclusion is absolute and requires no further analysis or discussion. It is not possible to be sure, based on the result of the test, whether a sample have similar DNA types. That is inconclusive. This might occur for a variety of reasons including degradation, contamination, or failure of some aspect of the protocol. Various parts of the analysis might then be repeated with the same or different sample to obtain a more conclusive result. The samples are similar and could have originated from the same source, that is, exclusion. In such a case, the samples are found to be similar. The analysis proceeds to determine the statistical significance of the similarity. In assessing the probative value of DNA evidence, therefore, courts should consider among other things the following data: how the samples were collected, how they were handled, the possibility of contamination of the samples, the procedure followed in analyzing the samples, whether the proper standards and procedures were followed in conducting the test, and the qualification the analyst who conducted the test.
A rape victim named Daisy Diolola, her body was found tied to an aroma tree at the part of the river near to the compuerta. Full of abrasions, then brought to the barangay hall, and it was already soaked in wet and mud. The initial investigation, the accused had scratches on his feet similar to those caused by the thorns of an aroma tree. During this initial investigation, the police and the accused went to his house and voluntarily gave the clothes he wore during the day after he was last seen together with the victim. And these clothes we brought to forensic biologist Pete Byron 1 since these clothes has some blood stain on it. The clothes which accused wore the day before were blood-stained. The blood stains on accused clothes and on Daisy's clothes were found positive of human blood type A. Accused appellant has blood type O. The contention has no merit. The examination conducted by forensic biologist Pete Byron 1 of both accused appellants and the victims. Clothing yielded blood stain of the same blood type A, even if there was no direct determination as to what blood type the victim had. It can reasonably be inferred that the victim was blood type A, since the sustained continuous abrasions all over her body, which would necessarily produce the blood stain on her clothing.
You will agree with me that more probably than not, if a crime is being committed and it results in a bloody death, it is very possible that the blood of the victim and the blood of the assailant might mix that particular item, like the t-shirt, short, or pants.
It is possible when there is a huge amount of blood coming from the victim and the suspect. Sir, it is possible. It will mix whichever it is the dominant blood in it. It will be the one which will register. For example, if there is more blood coming from the victim, the blood will be the one to register. On occasions, when the two blood mix.
But in these specimens, number 1 to 5, it is very clear now that the only type A and no type O blood was found.
Yes, sir. Vaginal swabs taken from the victim yielded positive for the presence of human DNA. Upon analysis by the experts, they showed that DNA profile of accused.
So based on your findings, can we say conclusively that the DNA profile of the accused in this case was found in the vaginal swab taken from the victim?
Yes, sir.
That this is definite and conclusive?
Yes, sir.